all these clones, we the original.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
The tourists come over to chill on the beach, but they don't come over the hill where we sleep. We got nightmares and they got fantasies. No sanity, it's just insanity. My mommy hoping nothing happens to me.
So, we on another episode of Erryting Kool. You know what it is? It's your favorite Zaddy, Lord Jalen Willard. And we have to the right of me, the world famous entertainer.
Ladies and gentlemen, bang, bang, it's your mix with a splash. Kool-Aid hash diabot. Now, fantastic. Woo! Yeah.
And then on the immediate right of me, we have Miss Island Gal.
Bree.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
She's been on before. She was a rookie last time, but we have another rookie in the building. Please introduce yourself, madam.
I am Brandy, formerly known as Brandy by the Bottle.
I thought you still Brandy by the bottle.
Well, I have taken a sabbatical from Instagram, so I am not Brandy by the Bottle currently.
But wasn't you Brandy by something else on Snapchat?
Okay, so Instagram was Brandy by the Bottle, Snapchat is Brandy in my cup, and Twitter was a shot of Brandy.
Clever.
Yeah.
So she just an overall liqueur.
Indeed.
So today we have a very interesting episode for you guys. Actually, on every episode, we always have a segment where we have, we do the Bahamian word, phrase, or saying of the day. And today's Bahamian word, phrase, or saying of the day, I'd let Brandy, tackle that.
Where you put my...
Where you put my...
BPL, where you put more? Don't stop us now. We got generators.
Aubrey, what is where you... what would you say again?
Where you put my...
Where you put my... What does that mean, Aubrey?
It is a Sunday evening. Big.
You don't know?
No.
All right. Where you put my... That sounds like some old people talk like...
Let me explain it for what I know it to mean. So when, for example, when I go on interviews, people ask me, are you comfortable in certain situations? And I always use that saying. I always say I'm the Bahamian version of where you put me. I'm a Bahamian chameleon. So wherever you put me, I can make it work for me. So I'm a where you put me, because any situation I'm in, I will mold it to me. I'll mold myself to it. So where you put me.
So where you put more?
Shoot, you definitely you have a
I don't know
attitude to make everybody love you. So
where you put more? I don't know.
That's good. So today's topic, we ain't sponsored by no one. We sponsored by, I guess, Chosen Few Production, who provide the wonderful productions that make this podcast possible. Actually, as well as we are sponsored by Brandy's Family Restaurant. What's the name of this restaurant?
Oh, we are currently in Tasty Caribbean Delight.
We're in Tasty Caribbean Delight.
Tasty Caribbean Delight.
They got your Bahamian food, your Jamaican food, your Haitian food.
Yeah.
Oh, any other?
Say what? Well, that sounds like a melting pot over there. What that is? They got Haitian, they got Jamaican and Bahamian.
Yeah.
Breakfast,
Mama,
lunch,
bake
and
that
dinner.
Johnny Christmas coming.
So, so come on down to Tasty Caribbean here on Faith Avenue. I just stopped by, I think, here last week, but then y'all card machine was done. So,
Down.
yeah, I had to be hungry for the rest of the day. Yeah.
It happens.
Yep. So, on this episode of Erryting Kool, we have a great topic today. We're going to talk about blessings. Blessings on blessings. The blessings that flowed from the mountaintop and, refreshes you. gives you life. You know, because everything that God made is a blessing from above. So let's get into it. Aubrey, what is a blessing? You're quiet today. You all right?
Yeah, fine.
It's a blessing to be alive, you know.
It is.
So what is a blessing to you?
What is a blessing to me?
Mm.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, first of all, a blessing, the word blessing comes from being protected.
Protected. Why you say that?
I say that because we're blessed because we're from the Holy Spirit.
Okay, we're from the Holy
Yes,
Spirit.
we are
What that,
from the Holy
what that
Spirit.
mean?
We are blessed
Uh-huh.
because he blessed us, which means we're protected. We are highly favored.
Highly
So in
favored.
order for us to be a
Uh-huh.
blessing to other people, we have to understand how highly favored we are.
Okay. So, Ronnie, what does highly... She said a mouthful just now. She
Highly
said we are
favored.
blessed and highly favored. What that means to you?
Okay, so for me, a blessing is way more than just the spiritual side of it. Yes, it comes from it's derived from a spiritual background, the word blessing, but I think of it as, okay, a blessing is being nice. A blessing is, like you said, waking up every single day. A blessing is being able to sit here and have this conversation right now. Blessing is the time that you have to make things happen. As for the highly favored side of what she said, I think, yes, in the sense of religion, we are supposed to be highly favored, but at the same time, not everybody is, I guess, just because not everybody believes that. Like, for me, for example, I don't necessarily have the whole wrap around religion right now, so I can't say, oh, I believe that I'm blessed and highly favored. I do believe that I guess I can't use the word lucky. I can't think of the word that I want to use right now. But I am, for the purposes of this podcast, I am definitely blessed because I wake up every single day. Oh, I have a job. I have a roof over my head. But at the same time, how do I know that I'm highly favored? So
How do you know you highly favored?
Right.
Kool, what that means to you?
Blessing, being highly favored first. First, I have to understand what a blessing is. For me to get up is a blessing. For me to talk is a blessing. To be here in the Bahamas is a blessing. Because, other people are unfortunate to have the simple necessities that we have right now. So I find everything and anything to be a blessing. The rain is a blessing because we didn't have rain. The cold is a blessing. The summer heat is a blessing. Because, at the end of the day, some people could say they don't have the same stuff that you have. So I find everything is a blessing. Every day is a day of Thanksgiving and a day of blessing. You understand? Like, we'll try to live a day without a smile.
That's
Sucks.
powerful.
Miserable. That's another word, miserable. But you don't want to live your life miserable. So I find everything to be a blessing, no matter. Even if it seems like it's going to make you upset at the end of the day, I still try to find the blessing of it. Hey, at least I learned something from this mistake, and it became a blessing because now I know not to do that same mistake again. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, always pull the positive from every situation.
So and that's the blessing. And blessing, you find it in love, and then in love, then you find what as man, it begins with favor, and that favor we find from God.
I think what a blessing is, you know what a real blessing is? When everything would be cool, you know? See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Everything cool. Bob, don't you agree? He slipped that
Shameless
just
plug.
an ass in
Shameless
there.
plug. No, but like for real, like wait, a blessing, like every day you wake up, like you winning. Like wait, because we take for granted so much times that, life is a gift. And we always take it for granted to, just give thanks thanks for the, every day might not even, go how we wanted through the day, but it's still a blessing to have. And I think we could be a blessing to others because, oftentimes we constantly just think about ourselves and how we want to be blessed or we want God to do for us. But it's like what we could do for everybody else, It's like, thinking past ourselves. Hold on, y'all.
You're a baby. That's a baby?
That wasn't me.
Oh.
wasn't me.
That's how I was weird. I was like, hold on. But yeah, babies are blessings because they like children are
Okay.
blessings. You know, because some people be like, wait, I ain't gonna lie. I get this one big up, or I get big up from this person. I wasn't expecting that. But life and all its faculties is a blessing.
Wow, you know it's a blessing.
What?
If you hashtag bomb bomb, don't you do it? Hashtag original people that could like and share the podcast, eh?
Yes.
That would be a blessing.
Yeah. But like, you know, that's what it is. So what is your truest definition or truest standard of a blessing, Aubrey?
Okay, now that's me.
To be honest, really honest, having a opportunity to help other people instead of like positioning myself just to help myself.
Hold on, what? So
Having a opportunity
having an opportunity
to bless someone else, which
bless-
means,
Okay.
for example, if I just open up a store and that opportunity in itself comes from, not from me, but just me having the blessings that I am super, super grateful for.
Mhm.
So in order for me to even have that and to even be seriously committed to being a blessing to other people, I would want to like bless other people.
So you would want to bless other people. So yeah, that goes back. So like, you know, doing acts of like community service.
Like,
giving
what are
back.
you going to do with your blessing?
Okay.
Keep it to yourself. Be comfortable in it.
So you think when you get blessed, you're supposed to bless other people with your blessing. You're supposed to share the wealth.
Mhm.
What you think about that, Brandy?
I mean,
No,
I feel like it's like,
Go ahead.
it's like authentic. Like, I feel like you wouldn't want to do nothing but to bless someone else if you like really like in that moment. Like, that's what I mean.
Right. No, I agree with that. It is important to give back for sure. But in terms of, people being a blessing to other people, unless it's done from the generosity of your heart, not because, okay,
Right.
I was blessed with something, so let me just go out there and bless somebody else real
Then
quick.
bless me
just
$1
because
then.
I feel as
Bless
though
me then.
exactly.
Bless
if
me
I
with
give you,
$2 then.
if
Come
I
on now,
give
man,
you
bless me,
$2,
man.
if I gave you $2 right now, whatever, but I only gave you that $2 because
Right.
somebody just gave me $5,
Right.
then I don't feel as though that's a genuine blessing. Yes, that you were blessed, and the way you received it is a blessing, but the way I gave it is not a blessing. And I do think that we can also block our blessings by misunderstanding or
So you can bless me
misjudging
the 5 then. I get where you're coming from. Instead of blessing the 2, you can give me 5.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
You want to say you giving somebody your blessings or you're sharing your blessings, then why is it that, okay, that person only asked for $2, but you know that this $5 could really do them good. Why not give them the 5?
Because I ain't got it. I only had enough to give them 2.
But you had the 5.
Because I got
somebody
VAT.
else blessed
No,
you with
because
the
I got
5.
VAT. You goddamn it, I ain't
Well,
going to.
yeah, VAT
So
is-
I
VAT
got
is
VAT.
12%, so
And
you
they
keep
paying
making
BPL right now, you know, understand? You understand? When BPL cut off the light, right? You know, they're a hot topic now, you know, and they cut off the light.
That's a hard
Like,
I
blessing.
think that's a
Yeah.
blessing.
I think that's a blessing.
Nope.
I mean, it could be a blessing because
Well, if you look at it, if you go off of what you said, where you try to draw the positive out of everything,
Yeah.
then you can look at it as a
It
blessing.
is
It's
a
a blessing.
blessing.
If
More
they
people
don't-
going to the beach.
If they're not doing the power sharing that they're
Yeah.
the power sharing
shedding.
that they're doing on a regular basis, then we could be without that whole island could just go blackout for like months. at
I
a time
love
because
y'all,
they're so-
BPL.
Exactly.
Y'all bringing people together. Y'all bringing people on the nice cold house to be out in the summer heat. No one playing marbles no more.
No, but BBL is a blessing because see,
People
You want it-
communicating.
not just that. You wanted to be hot girl some or hot boy some, and now you're getting hot. You're burning all them calories. You're
Hot,
sweat.
that's all.
Yeah, you're sweating. Because but like what you said earlier, it's always a blessing. I think a standard of blessing. I think people be doing things for show sometimes or whatever.
that's-
Like
Like I said.
back to your point, I feel like for you to bless someone, it's like you do it out of the kindness, y'all, and without second thought, or like and it don't always have to be money. It always could be opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It could always be favor. So you get your divine favor.
Understand it.
So like, but it's like it has to be genuine. It has to come from the heart. It's like, it's like a it's a phrase I wrote, and I ain't want take time.
That sounds a little passionate over there. It comes from the heart.
No, like it's like I normally write phrases in my phone. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Do 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 do. Hold on.
I don't know if they can see that picture behind you. They find Nemo behind you, and there's a dolphin. There's a dolphin.
Do I have my notes?
Bottomless dolphin.
Wait, hold on. Because I normally write like quotes and phrases. Hold on, no. But you get the feeling. I can't find it. So I'm just wasting time. But I feel like it's a blessing just for me to be here with y'all and y'all to come out and be a part of Erryting Kool so we can make Erryting Kool. See what they saying? Yeah. Boom! I found it. So hold on. Take it. A prayer comes from the heart. If the heart achieves the correct form, it becomes emotion, and emotions may manifest. I feel like it's from the heart. I got that from an anime, but it's like from the heart. It's genuine. Like you ain't thinking about it. You just want to touch people's lives and impact them. And just even with that little kind words exchanging, that's a blessing. They can brighten up a place. Sometimes you be in a mind state where you just feel down, and just someone even just like making you laugh that day. That's a blessing.
Subscribing the podcast is a blessing. A blessing.
These shameless plugs are so shameless.
So let me ask y'all. So are y'all being a blessing because God said to be a blessing so that you can be blessed, or is it genuinely and authentically coming from the heart? Kool-Aid.
I mean, it coming from the heart. I mean, I think if you be yourself 100% of the time, is a blessing. Because then you spend less time. What's the word? Not being who you are. They call it faking, and being who you is, not being who you ain't. And then when you be the best person you is, you will become a better person. You understand? You want to live to be who you ain't. Oh, I trying to be like Michael. Why don't you try just be yourself?
Okay.
Yeah. So being a blessing is like knowing yourself first. So loving yourself first, knowing who you are first. So you have to love yourself to know who you are, and then be able to like spread that love back out. So when Kool-Aid comes in the building, you can feel the energy that comes off of him. How does he do it? Because I literally who I am 100% of the times. Other than that, sit back quiet. Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Brandy?
No, I 100% agree with him. I took not a long time, but my whole entire college career, like just staying to myself, not being a loner, but staying to myself in certain ways so that I could get to know myself better and, understand why I am the way that I am. And I am 100% me. What you see is literally what you get. What you hear is what it is. It's no put on, no nothing.
On Mondays, I ain't the same thing as Sundays.
Every single day, this is me. And whether you find it annoying or intoxicating, that's completely up to you. But I find it intoxicating, and I'm
because you're Brandy, right?
100%. So
they ain't get said, but they ain't get said.
So I can honestly say that me being nice towards others is never looking for anything in return, or never wanting something from it, or doing it because I feel like it's gonna get me somewhere else or anything. That's just who I am. I just enjoy helping other people. I enjoy doing for others, and anybody that knows me would be able to say, okay, well, if I ask Brandy, even if it's a last, if she don't need it right away and she know I need it right away, it's mine. So that's just me.
What do you think about that, Aubrey?
I agree with both. Kool-Aid and Brandy.
Kool-Aid and Brandy. That's a good mixture,
I should try that.
I'm so excited.
Everything on Erryting Kool.
To be continued, guys. To be continued.
Oh, man.
Now it's time for a short break.
Where you going over?
Yeah, I agree with Kool-Aid and brandy for the same reason, because I've been in a place where I've blessed other people, because in my mind, in the back of my mind, you know, some way I can get that back. But then when it doesn't happen, you start to get angry. And you like get lost into like just being selfish. So for me, having experiencing that experience, like I started to get to know myself better, more, like just doing things I don't normally do. And then when I started to feel confident in me as a person, as a human being, it was easy for me to be like, okay, yeah, I can do this today. I'm gonna help my mommy today without just doing it just because I'm obligated to do it. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. So like, I feel like when you are a blessing and you are blessed, I mean, even you yourself is a blessing. If you really think about it, and your persona and your energy could be a blessing.
That's what I said. I think it's
Like,
a blessing.
I don't think
to
I have
people.
any energy. I have energy.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you got
You just need
energy.
to perk up,
If
baby.
Chris Brown walked through the store right now, the Holy Spirit would leave her.
Yeah, so
she'll
so
jump
it's
over
like,
this
you know,
table, okay?
you
So
could be a
you have
blessing
the
to someone.
energy. You
Like
have
you,
energy.
your mommy blessing, you, your friends blessing.
Come on
Or
now.
whatever is a blessing. to
You're
me
the
too.
you're the
Yeah.
podcast blessers.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Yeah.
So, but tailing off of that. So, with being blessings, what are y'all like most thankful for in life?
The ability to retain knowledge. I think that's what I'm most thankful for.
Why you say that?
Because without the ability to retain knowledge, you know nothing. I mean, you start learning from you're a baby, and if you just can't hold something in, then you don't learn anything. Yeah, a baby's mind is like a sponge, but it could also be like a rock that everything just bounces off of. So for me, I enjoy learning. I enjoy knowing things. I enjoy being able to have conversations with people and pick other people's brains and stuff of that nature. So yeah, the ability to attain knowledge would be my biggest blessing, for me at least.
What I'm most thankful for, I think I like that. What I'm most thankful for is like, having the ability to like meet new people or whatever. Life being full with different people with different takes on life, and like just seeing it, and then I think it's a skill to bring people together, and I like having that talent to like be like, all right, I got this idea, so I need you, and just seeing it all come together, and it's like thankful for of course life, because I've been in points in my life where living seemed hard, where it's like when you focus on not really what's in front of you, but what's along the road. And then I feel like, you have faith and you trust in God, like you can get through it. And then it's like, I feel like, you have to go through hardship and things like that to be thankful, and then just to get to true happiness. Because it's like, if you don't go down the hole, you can know the thrill and excitement it is to climb up the hole and see the sunshine again. And you can appreciate everything. But, that's just my piece. What you think, Aubrey? The island of Aubrey, the Oops.
I have to think about that hard.
You have to think about that.
Yeah. I am most thankful for being right here in this moment.
Right in this moment. What moment is this?
Just being here.
Being here where?
On
Existing.
the level, exactly, on the level that
No, but where you is right now.
At Tasties.
Yeah, and what you doing right now?
A podcast.
And what this podcast name?
Everything Kool.
Hey. Okay, you can continue now. She said that's so true.
I tell you, Jen. I want to help just now, but I was like, come on, Aubrey. Like, come on.
Well, maybe we need to, when we take a break, we need to get some.
Yeah, we probably need
sugar
some
tank.
brandy.
Yeah.
We need some brandy and Kool-Aid.
Brandy Kool.
I don't think she wanted any Kool-Aid.
All right, but you can go ahead.
What I meant by being here, but what I meant by being here is being like actually present in the level I am on. Because before I wasn't really thankful for any opportunities that came to me, and now it's like I don't complain no more. I'm just like experiencing whatever I'm gonna experience, feel it out, instead of just like complaining about it. Say I'm thankful for being here, for being to be working, and to be in school at the same time, because I wasn't really grateful for it when I had the opportunity to be somewhere else. So yeah, right here in the moment.
Right in the moment, in the heat of the moment, Mr. You're mixed with the splash. Your thoughts on what are you thankful for most?
Wait, this one sounds so weird, right? Okay, here we go. What's this vibe, right? What's this vibe? Like, for real. Remember the first time you ever fall in love?
Nope.
That, the butterfly feeling you was get?
Nope. I had a lustful feeling.
Oh.
Ovaries on another tip. We ain't falling in love. We falling in lust, honey.
No butterflies.
See,
Like, the feeling of love. The feeling of love and appreciation. That's what I'm most thankful for. Because, like after, like, I had my energy, people, they'd be like, you're the best I've ever seen. You know what? I want to take you back with me to Canada, to Australia, to England, to China. Like, like internationals and stuff like that, people I work with and things like that, other side, But that feeling of appreciation, like when they walk on the road, like, I don't know who it is, and that beep, beep, it's Kool-Aid. And I'd be like, what, y'all remember that? So, like, I would, hooking on and everything. So, thankful for the gift of love. That's the only thing I'd be giving out, yeah.
The gift of love.
I mean, love, bro. Like,
no,
the gift of love.
That's good.
Yeah. So, like, everywhere you go, like, someone know you and stuff like that. Like, that.
Like, we gotta share the love.
Like, sometimes they ask you for the blessing, too. So, you need like $20 in the pocket sometimes. Like, single it out and dollar bills in it. Yeah. Like, I can run to.
I don't know, but some people be asking for the blessing tree.
Yeah, that's what he said. They'd be like, Kool-Aid, I'd go. I ain't seen a long time, man. You can't let me $20 save. I'm about everything good.
I wasn't, anyway. I wasn't talking about that blessing. I was talking about the blessing that we was just talking about.
Oh, that's a different type of blessing.
Anyway, on that note, before we get too carried away from our little
I made an ox.
We can save it for the commercial break. We want to go on a little break. Take a little break. Y'all see our sponsors. If y'all want to sponsor the show, just listen to the commercial break and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Lord Jalen Willard, your favorite Zaddy from Erryting Kool. And this episode is sponsored by nobody. Now, if you would like to sponsor an episode of Erryting Kool, feel free to email us at theoriginalpeople@gmail.com, or you can slide in our DMs on Instagram at The Original People Network, or on Facebook, The Original People Network. Now back to your scheduled programming.
Small. So we're back. Yes. Can you feel it? Can you feel the blessing? Can you feel it? Yes.
Yay! The blessing. Subscribe now.
So, we're back on Erryting Kool. Me and the gang. Sorry for going through that little soliloquy at the end. But, we about to bring back that energy. But, sometimes, with life being a blessing, you have those hard times what we mentioned. So, like, we've all lived long enough to go through some difficult times in our lives. So, like, what y'all did to, like,
I
get
was
through
talent just now. You missed all of that just now.
What?
She tried to get a drink. She saw how it was locked.
Nobody saw.
She bring it right around. She was like, hold up. No. Okay, just go around. And there we go. I wasn't even paying attention just now.
It worked though.
Yeah, it worked.
It definitely happened.
Well, see, that's why you gotta tune into Erryting
Yeah.
Kool. The amazing happens. So, oops, what mindset did you have, or what did you do to get through your hard times, like what you faced during your life?
Mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Probably. Wait, you have to come back to me.
All right, cool it.
What life would be without Kool-Aid?
That was your mindset. You okay?
No, I'm laughing at him.
Oh, I see you leaning
What life
like.
would be like without
Like,
Kool-Aid?
like, imagine this world without Kool-Aid. We all be bored, but it'd be real. No hype, no nothing, no life,
So
no energy, no nothing.
so that's how you get through.
But Ice BPL for Nassau, bro. You feeling me? Energy. Like, hashtag who ready?
Are you ready for your
Hashtag
blessing?
I
Be
telling you,
ready.
ladies and gentlemen, guys, are you ready? The hype is Mr. Bahamas himself, Kool-Aid. Woo!
You know,
I
you're
telling
answering
you.
the
I telling you.
Okay, so the question is, like,
Hmm.
what do you do to get through your, hard times through life?
What do I do to get through my hard times? Again, it goes back to me loving myself. I know me personally, and if I know every day is gonna be a hot day, because I know every day hot, sometimes I go walk with an umbrella. Not because it ain't raining, though, because it might have called for some of that shit. You understand? So every day is a learning experience. So it goes back to the same thing I say again. I am not changing what I said. Yeah, so.
Over like,
But then again, what would life be without Kool-Aid? Like, y'all be real, be honest. Like, come on, like, yeah. Like, some things we stress about ain't really nothing to stress about. Like, okay, we know outside hot. Sit in the shade. Sit in the shade. Don't stand in the sun. Because if you stand in the sun, you be do what? Sit in the shade. You can be a lot more cool. Why not bring the garment outside? Let's bring the dominoes outside. And that's how fun, like, how we used to. So,
I feel that.
So how I got through all my hard times is I look at the hard times and see what all available and make something new out of it. The light off, what can we do with the light off? Let's play charades, so, yeah.
With who?
With my shadow, because you ain't see it. Like, it's the most dangerous animal in the night, right? Like,
What?
when the current got off, bro,
What?
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
They'd be like, zzz, pop. For real.
Ronnie, how do you get through your hard times?
I'd have to agree with Mr. Kool-Aid because
Again?
yeah, you've made some very good points.
Uh,
Like I said earlier, I deal with my hard times by being away you put more. So any situation, like legit, it gets annoying to people how positive I can stay in any situation. But I feel as though it's dumb to complain about things that one has already happened and two, you had no control over. You have control over how you react to what happened. You have control over what you do after it happens to you, but you have no control over that happening to you. Yes, you can try to alter certain things, but I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason. So by me keeping a positive attitude is how I deal with every single hard thing that comes my way. And it's a whole, so am I allowed to curse? It's a whole lot because I did that twice already.
I mean, it wasn't noticeable the first time.
Yeah.
We try to keep it PG.
Sorry. I have a filthy mouth. I'm gonna clean that up. But
With
yeah,
brandy?
just
What-
I just
What's in your cup over
brandy.
there?
what do you think?
Cool it.
I was definitely a little stronger than Kool-Aid. But yeah, just keeping a positive attitude is my best weapon in life.
You ever try to be positive around someone who's just negative? Like, you said it's work out for the person who's just negative. They end up sending
They just be
themselves
miserable,
crazy.
bro.
They
Yeah.
send them, like, hey, no, what they call them? I just call them old hags.
Old hags.
Yeah, they old hags. Remember, it's called that bad energy, the old hag energy. So what you
I
do,
get
I
that.
never be like, someone be like, good morning. I'd be like, good morning. You know, they'd be like, why you had to do it that way? And be like, we want to give people a positive.
Oh.
And it usually push away that negative anyway.
Oops. We gonna be coming back to you, and then I give my take.
Yeah, I had to think hard about that one. Only because I knew exactly when the hardest moment I had. And I was, if y'all don't know, I play basketball. My whole entire.
We need to go 1-on-1.
No, for real?
No, you don't want no smoke.
Hold on, I don't want no smoke. I want the smoke. I want the smoke. I'll play you on my 2 bad knees and my bad hip.
No,
I can't play basketball. I ain't gonna lie. I got some uncles out
Hold
there.
on, we have video proof of that.
I can't play. Well, I come from a very
can't
athletic
shoot?
family. I mean, I can shoot.
No, we have video proof.
Yeah. He's lying.
Oh.
Swimming is a sport, but let's just say basketball is one of my favorites.
No, but
My
let's
uncles play
something.
basketball. I have an uncle named Jeremy. Really tall guy. He plays basketball, but I can't.
So when you
that's
play basketball,
Cousins and stuff, but
I forgot to mention, Oprah used to be a basketball star. Like, she was this close to going to the.
I showed
making
the
it all
sack,
right.
St. Augustine's College.
So you was playing basketball,
but the name not Save the Last Dance. They're loving basketball.
loving basketball.
Nah.
Yeah.
I know. Did I have that?
Like you
I
remind me of that
probably
if I
did
were to
have-
see you, yeah.
Have that?
Loving basketball.
What's
too.
up?
It just looked like she can't play basketball. I don't want to
She-
say there's a look.
So when you was playing
She
basketball,
ready,
mhm.
Yeah, my last year in high school,
Mhm.
and I was prepping up for. I had this. I can't remember.
You had a scholarship.
No. Yeah, I had. What's the word? I can't remember the word.
You had a scholarship
It's so
or
far from it.
opportunity.
I had an
And injury?
opportunity to play for a junior college and
Tuition.
everything. He was ready to sign me, and at the same time, I was playing in this women's league at DW Davis, and everything was going well. I was playing. It probably was my best game, and I got injured. Like, I fractured my elbow, and like before this, it was 2 weeks before he was about to come. And I remember just like going through that whole entire moment, and I was just like literally blaming like myself for like putting myself in the environment of playing ball when I knew I had the opportunity to like showcase my talent. So then right after that, like I was inside this like I don't want to say mentally, but I was
in a
just in
dark
a
place?
weird space
Yeah.
where like I ripped off my cast. I wasn't healed. I wasn't fully healed, but I knew I had like a week to like perform for this man, and so I ripped off my cast and like I practiced. I don't know how I practiced, but like I was just trying to gain some confidence to know that I could still like sign and play ball. But end of story, it didn't happen just because he wasn't about to sign someone who was injured because where his team was at that point, like they were already like conference champs, so they was just looking for add-on piece. So through that, I began to really learn how to like stay faithful into what is about to happen next, not just like how I approach that situation. So for me, like it took me to a point where like I really had to like move away from it and to really understand and be grateful for the things that I actually have, instead of just because I have this opportunity, let me just like go on my way and do this. So what was the question again? I was running around the park. What was the question?
How do you deal with hard times?
So how I dealt with that hard time.
My mind is going.
Let's just get to the point. Like how I dealt with that. I took after I graduated. I didn't go to school. I took a year off just to like to wrap my mind around what am I going to do next. So just a lot of like being with myself and loving myself, like what they said, loving myself and getting to know.
Loving myself, you see?
Yeah.
That was the first podcast. Eh?
And getting to
Always
know the
first.
person that's not the basketball player, like what else do I have more to offer?
Right.
All right.
Yeah, so like regaining and increasing my faith.
That's important.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like the many valleys that I faced throughout my lifetime, I always faced it to where it's like, you know, yeah, you might be going through this season, but it's like I always face it like even, you know, because I used to be athletic a little bit, but I always see it as I'm training. A little. Listen, actually, I still work out today. Listen, we could go one-on-one. You could call today. I got time.
I want bet. I don't even want.
No, we can
bet.
videotape it too. So
No, I want bet.
all right, we can bet.
$100. I beat you.
Huh?
Got 12. We ain't even go 21.
Okay, and
We
then
get 12.
okay, and then what happened?
Randy.
Oh, my $100.
Oh, you want bet? You got $100 to put
Yes.
up.
I don't put up that dream, so for me to bring it back down, I need $100.
All right, bet.
Yeah,
we can play for it.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
All right.
Let me put this on.
Stay
podcast.
tuned
this.
for Erryting Kool, Lord Jalen versus the Island Galobri. But back to my point. But through the many, I see it as training. Because, like, you know, if you was, you know, either athletic or played any sport, you have to go through the gruesome regimen of training, getting your body right, you know, eating right, you know, working out. And it's a painful process. But
For blessing?
come on, wait. I talking about going through hardships, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Listen attentively.
Mm-hmm.
I about to
Hardship,
lay
so
it
you're
down.
trying to say the hardship is the blessing.
The hardship is the training mechanism
Mm-hmm.
to prepare you for your next step of elevation. Because you can't get to the mountaintop without going through the valleys.
The
You feel me?
hardship is what makes you
Stronger.
The hardship is what shows you that you deserve the blessing that's coming.
I
your
quit
way.
my
Exactly.
job now. I'm gonna start toting water again. Could they have CT Kidnap, ladies and gentlemen? Don't forget to get sponsor the guys on the street. Buy the kids Kidnap. You know, school opening next few weeks. I do. I push that. I used to do the same thing and die for quarter. Y'all ain't know nothing about that.
Well, like, you know, you training and like that, it's a painful process, and that's what hardships is at times. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. So it's a painful process at times, but it's like, wait, you might feel down, you might feel down, but it's preparing you for something greater. Like, you know, yes, I had disappointing things where, you know, I felt like
Randy.
Anyway, yeah, it's
the 12th time.
yeah, I heard you the other two.
I don't know if anybody else heard it, but
I heard it.
every single one.
So, you know, you preparing for the hardships, and it's like, wait, once you know, you come through, you know how sweet victory is, wait. You know how sweet victory is? These sweet.
There's victory, yeah, bro. There's victory. Victory.
The
Come
sweet
on.
victory. So you know how sweet victory is. It's
Yo,
like,
you're
you know,
winning.
you
We
have
winning.
to, but you got to lose some. You got to take some L's.
How I win? I never lose.
That's impossible.
Failing is a part of winning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a
That-
part of
that's-
the process. So
yeah.
you, for my fail, I win.
That's
Most
true.
fails are definitely
How
a
much times
win.
you fail makes you successful.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
then.
So you got to go through the hard
Most
time.
L's
Let
are
me
W.
fail. I ready
Yeah.
win. Let me fail.
So that's
Okay, let me fail,
that's the approach I
Am I
approach
allowed to
different
fail?
hardships.
My 5.
But like, do y'all believe with these hardships, and you know you getting the end result? Do y'all believe in miracles?
Yes.
Why?
Because some things that has happened, you don't know why they has happened. You know, like for me, like I have 2 fathers. I don't even know why I have 2 fathers. You know? No.
See,
What?
when you say stuff like that,
okay.
when you say stuff like that, it gets confusing because you know we have America now where that is legal. So when you hear 2 fathers, you think, okay, I was grown up in a house with the father.
The father, you know, like
Like, you
I
can't-
I know this the
you
Bahamas, you
can't-
know.
I know we getting real lax about all this stuff, but
Yeah.
is that what you
Hold on,
meant?
so
No.
then
I-
the first thing that came to my head, the first thing that came to my head, I was
It's
like,
crazy. It's crazy. I had
I mean, I ain't even want.
story.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I grew up with
Mhm.
someone that wasn't my father, so
Okay.
I didn't know my biological
Biological, yeah.
father. So you know. And then when you grow up and you realize that your daddy, you know, you kind of like, so I have an ex-daddy, you know. So like, for me, like, I just had to, you know, I just feel like for me it's a miracle because like I have my real father who teaches me different things, and I have my stepfather who's like a gangster who kind of teaches me the real world thing. So for me, like, that's a miracle because my siblings don't have that. They don't even have their father.
Their primary
Yeah.
father.
So
All right. Brandy, do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in miracles?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to answer a question like that because, like I
Uh-huh.
said earlier, the whole religion thing I'm not too sure about.
Uh-huh.
And all of these words are derived from, you know, religious backgrounds.
Okay.
So for me, being a person that believes in the universe and energy and, you know,
sound like
everything
me.
happening for
But
a
then- but
reason,
then- but-
it's hard for me to say that anything happening to
You
me.
believe the word
no
flat
matter-
then?
No.
No.
No,
Kyrie Irving.
I'm realistic.
The world ain't flat?
No, it's not.
Okay, I learned something new today.
So for me to call something that happens to me that more like a fluke than
You think everything happens for a reason? So
Every-
it
I
ain't-
like-
Like
honestly
talking in a
think-
car accident.
like how people be like, oh, can you alter your future, or is your future predestined?
Mhm.
Honestly, I do believe that they are, for the most part, predestined. because
F&M and power,
everything
that's a miracle? You
happens-
think that's a miracle?
No. I do not think that's a miracle.
I love
Especially
everybody.
seeing how it
F&M
turned
and
out.
POP. DNA.
So cool. Oh,
but-
you,
No, yeah, go ahead. I'm done.
Kool-Aid, do you obviously Kool-Aid believes in miracles? He's from the miracle land of the Banana Fantastic.
Of course, most and definitely, I am the miracle, of course. I am the miracle. You don't believe in the miracle? It's me.
You see me here?
Yeah, I am the miracle. I was brought you by me. I mean, by God. But, you know, I believe in miracles. I have to believe in miracles. I feel that I am a miracle. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to say it. You're a miracle. She's a miracle.
Me too. So
Yeah.
I was in plan.
Yeah, I'm a miracle.
Y'all was plan?
Yeah.
I was the only planned
I
child
was
that
in
my
plan.
parents had.
I ain't getting all of that, you
Both,
see.
both my other sisters, I hope they watch
I
this,
get all of that.
were not planned. They were both
Yeah,
mistakes. It was
yeah.
just me.
I mean, I gave him a mistake. It was more like spring break.
Shut
You
up, Randy.
understand?
See,
Yeah, so
that's where I got my
mean,
name
yeah.
from, right there.
I mean, it's a lot of generation curses that falls down on us, and then we allow it to fall down on many others. So, I mean, I feel that us as humans, we are blessings, even though we are the most, like
Complex being?
yeah, like we overtake things sometimes or most times, but I feel like we are a blessing, especially when you find what's like on the other side of the world, you know, what we have and what other people going through, what kind of things we are allowed to do, and what other people are not allowed to do. Girls were driving in the Bahamas for many years, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think that was a problem, but I mean, let's just say if you go to Dubai right now, they are saying, "Oh, this thing just start happening," you know. It's like, you know. So I find everything, like they say, everything is a blessing. So if everything's a blessing, that means it's a miracle too. Yeah.
I mean, I believe what I believe is twofold. I feel like it's a miracle that I got this far, but then at the end of the day, it was destined for me to get this far, because like, you know, it feels like a miracle because I didn't think it would happen, but I feel like it was already meant for me for it to happen.
I think it was meant for me, you know. But
yeah.
if you telling me,
But I feel like at the
if
same
you
time,
tell me like when I was a bit younger that I was actually going to be here
that's
like
what I'm
this,
saying,
like me myself. Y'all ever watch the kid when he was on this TV show? You understand, where they lock you up and stuff. I forgot the TV show.
you talking about shock treatment?
Shock treatment. He was like, I could see a future little boy's like, you must have got powers. You understand? So I would probably say, but you got powers. I'm not gonna end up on a nice job and do a lot of things and be Mr. International or experience, you know, being a household name. I would say you lie,
Man.
But now it's like, wait, that's a miracle, Dred.
But what he's trying to say is, for him, he doesn't know if he thinks of that happening as a miracle more as he knows, okay, yes, I didn't see this, I didn't foresee this, but it was still honestly a
Well,
I mean,
possibility.
I
If I
mean-
be honest with
Probably-
myself,
no,
I'll
but-
be like, hell no.
The
No,
things
but like
that
what
I
he's
was
saying
supposed to
is
do.
like how I feel. I feel like it was a miracle that I came this far, but in the microverse of it, but in the macroverse, this was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
this was the destiny, and I chose right on this path, and this
Right.
is where I was led.
And I want to be banana fantastic.
Well, yeah, but we want to take a next short break, and on the next part, we can wrap the part up, but we're gonna get into a little bit of mental health awareness.
What's
'Cause
the
that's-
word of the day again?
The word of the day is what,
Where
Brent?
you put more.
Where you put more.
Where you put my ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah. So we'll be right back after this short break.
100 million, 11,100.
Hi, this is Lord Jalen Willard, your favorite Saudi from Erryting Kool, and this episode is sponsored by nobody. Now, if you would like to sponsor an episode of Erryting Kool, feel free to email us at originalpeople@gmail.com, or you can slide in our DMs on Instagram at The Original People Network or on Facebook, The Original People Network. Now back to your scheduled programming.
I don't know this. Yeah.
I missed that
Wow.
just now.
We can talk there. I can give you all the pointers.
The minute the ball finished.
So we're back.
I don't even want to go back to the port no more.
Where did the lights come from?
And your
See, I'm
commercial
down.
was too lit.
The commercial break was fabulous. We'll talk about. Actually, we could talk about that on the next podcast.
Right.
But let's get back to we on blessings on blessings. But I think a big thing what could probably stop you with blessings is like your mental state of mind. Aubrey, mental health awareness. How important is that to you as you proceed through your daily life?
It is important because we live in a world where it's just for me, I feel like for me, like everything, like I'm gonna say this word, I don't want y'all to like take it out of context.
All right, go ahead. So many words have been already said.
Yeah.
Lead up for the next part. Okay?
Don't bring the commercial into the show.
I'm thinking about something else. We can't just go to this conversation now.
Yeah, like, look, please continue. Answer the question.
Say your word. Oh man.
Let me go.
All right.
For me, mental health is very important
I feel so
because
sad for mine. Like what? Like okay.
But
anyway.
mental health is important, Brandy.
it's very important because without a peace of mind,
Right.
No.
without being able to
Alright.
to gather up a peace of mind, it's very hard to deal with anything. It's very hard to even want to get out of bed each day and do whatever it is that it takes to be the complete person that you are for the day. If you can't find a place in your head where you ever watch, do you guys watch SpongeBob? I don't watch
Yes.
SpongeBob, but I've watched a few episodes.
You know what my favorite SpongeBob episode ever?
Which one?
The best day ever.
One of
Best
my
day.
most memorable SpongeBob episodes was
Uh-huh.
where I made the point.
It
Snail.
Just
happened.
that
I mean,
fast.
let me. Why I think mental health? I like the SpongeBob reference because if you watch SpongeBob, the best day ever, part of his best day ever was spending time with his friends, going jellyfishing with Patrick, going to work, helping, doing karate with Sandy. It was him being a blessing to other people. Like best day ever wasn't about him, and even at the end of the best day ever. And he was like, "Oh, I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that." Mr. Krause is like, "But you helped so many people."
I bet you even know the episode. Eh?
Yeah,
I
don't
remember
even
my
remember.
episode now. Though.
yeah.
So mental health.
Well,
they had an episode of SpongeBob where something was happening where I think this was the one where he couldn't find his name tag or something. It was just because he had his like clothes on backwards. He had his name tag the whole time. But anyway, there was a scene where they went into his head and he had like this office building in his head just full of little SpongeBobs.
I think that's
and
a different episode.
They were like burning files and doing all these different things or whatever. And I feel as though if we can't have a filing room in our head that we can go to and say, okay, well, you know what? That didn't work out the way that it should have. Let me just burn that file and move on from it. Then
sometimes the filing room is talk to me, say, but do this.
But sometimes you need your filing room to talk to you, because if it don't talk to you, then you're not gonna do it yourself. Sometimes we allow ourselves to go through certain things just because we're like, okay, well, it could get better, or it could change, when in all actuality, it has no possibilities of changing. This is what it is. There's no better than what it is right now. And unless you can hold on to your thought process and hold on to your emotions in your head, it is almost impossible to live a fulfilled life, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Peace of mind is very important.
Peace of mind, but like my views on mental health is, that's why that SpongeBob episode, the best day. Like, you don't know what that's do to me every time I listen to that song, because it's like when you having a bad day, but you have to still go into it and singing it's the best day. Like, listen to the words, like he's saying this, but like the sun is looking at me, like it's the best. Like, listen, like I even get teary up every time. I don't know why you bring up that SpongeBob. That just come to my like. That episode literally showed you, bro, a best day ever is you helping out all your friends and being a blessing to everybody, bro. And that's the best day ever. Like, you sharing your time.
And that's why we work together. Because that's all we do.
Yeah. Like that's really like, what
that's why you were asking the question, because I can tell you the same thing again.
No, but like that's a part of the best thing. Like, that's a part of having great mental health. But we as a society, we don't like really take seriously like the mental well-being of people. And like we always be like, oh, pray about it, or this and that. When sometimes people just need someone to talk to, someone to love, someone to share time with them. Like, reach out and touch, be a blessing. See what I'm saying? Kool, what you think about that? And don't give me the same answer.
Mental health.
Mental health.
You think my mental health is important?
Yeah.
If you think, I'm asking you think my mental health is important, or you don't want me mentally,
I think your mental health is important.
You think it is important?
Yeah.
You positive?
Yeah.
Whoa! It's Kool-Aid, Bamba. Yeah. I got to put it out there. I think your mental health is important for real. Like, again, it goes back to that time when you're inside the closet and you're talking to yourself and you'll be like, you know what? Tomorrow I can run my day like this, that. Because mentally sometimes, you need yourself, you need others, you need work, you need the pastor, you need the trees, you need mommy, you need daddy. All these things you need mentally. Physically, I say you need yourself. Like, emotionally, you need yourself. If your mind is sound too as well. Like, some people, sometimes, I don't know, they kind of listen to the bad things, their own minds or their own selves or their own situation put them through. So you put yourself in the hole. I figure out, you know what, instead of just digging a hole, I'll just lay down. If I lay here, if I just lay here, you understand? I'll just let the day just pass over. Like, okay, that was just 1 second, that was bad in the day. And you just tell everyone, you won't believe what happened to me. You won't believe what happened to me. My manager just fired me. You told 30 people. Now, after you told 30 people,
you put that energy on.
Yeah, you put your energy on
so
yourself.
Now that day is gonna be.
Basically. So
Yo,
I like your SpongeBob analysis so much.
No, we're gonna just put the Erryting Kool over here.
Right.
I feel like I put a dolphin over here.
Yeah. So, Chris, say something now, man. Sponsored by SpongeBob.
So, how do you value mental health? Give
After
yourself
our
a little
conversation.
being in the right
Are you back
mindset.
with us now? Are you back with us?
She like, I've been missing all of that.
That's what we're talking about.
How do I value mental health?
Yeah.
Well, you're in $1. I give you, 25 cents. No, she in $1. I'll give her more. I'll give you 200. 200%. Yeah.
1,000.
1,000? Where are you getting this money from?
Anyway, for me, it's important because I feel like the mind is the most destructible thing on our body. Like, for instance, like, just what everybody was saying today, like, if you don't have, like, if you know yourself, you know, like, some, like, consciously speaking, like, honestly, you can end up, like, making bad decisions. So, for me, I just feel like in order for me to live out my life and live out my day, I have to, like, wake up with a sound mind and wake up with the most important thing, that is what's the question?
I think the most important
The
thing
most
is
important
living
thing, which
through all
is-
those bad decisions. You know, understand? Like, sometimes you make that bad decision. It might be the decision you
Yeah,
thought was the right
yeah, like-
decision. So, live through that bad decision. I think that's what you want to
Like,
say.
constantly having
Yeah.
like an experience in the back of your mind, so you won't have to, like, continuously, like, so you don't have to, like, continuously, like, reliving the same experience over and over again. So for me, like, for example, like, when I go to work, when I go to school, like, if I go to school one day and, like, in this class and I really don't like the class, and, like, I didn't really like the teacher, I didn't really like the session, and I come back the next day with, like, mindful embrace, like, okay, I want to learn this, I want to get what I don't get, stuff like that. No? Okay.
No, I mean,
No, yeah.
yeah.
If you come in with a positive
Yeah.
attitude,
Yeah,
then
like,
you get out more
right.
positive results. But if you
Yeah.
come in with
With
the
a
fact
negative,
that, okay, I know I don't like this
Uh-huh.
class, but I can, act as though I want to be here, and then I can get
Like-
what the teacher's saying, even though the teacher's voice is annoying.
Right.
And that's why I said it's the most destructible for me. Well, for me, from my experience, it's just like how I ripped off my cast. It's crazy.
It's the most destructive, but yet the most important organ we
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
Yeah.
is our mind. And
Yeah.
if you don't, figure out how to use yours, because I don't think that there's any set standard for using your brain or thinking or anything like that. I do believe that everybody was born to have their own personalities and their own understanding of what life is. Yes, you can go off of what I've learned from you, but I need to know why it is that I want to go off of what I've learned from you, not just because, okay, yeah, this is what was taught to me. But nothing else was taught, so I'm just not even gonna look for anything else. Learn off of people, yes, but everybody is supposed to be an individual. Everybody's supposed to have a mind of their own. So, I definitely agree with Bree.
And I have this quote. My daddy, like, he kept telling me, like, bring your mind before you, like, set something.
Bring your mind.
'Cause
What
a lot
that
of
mean?
people, for example, like, feel like just how bad their life is,
Mhm.
instead of, like, bringing their mind ahead to, like, set the way they need their life to be, they just bring their life and then they'll be like, okay, move my mind after that, No?
Hold on. So bring it. Okay. So,
You mean like people come into situations
They're
without
not
thinking
coming,
it fully
yeah,
through
you're not
first?
coming planned.
Oh, so
you're
you're
doing
saying-
it after the fact.
so you're not, being proactive.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Bring your mind. But I like I forget how this verse goes. But like in the Bible, they be like,
Yeah, he wanted to talk about what we was talking about after
we ain't bringing our mind down.
Conversation for next time.
Even though, anyway. Well, like, you have to renew your mind each day. Like every day you go in, it's the renewal of the mind, is set your mind to be like, hey, I'm going to make it. I have people that do love me. I am somebody. And you visualizing that energy. You concentrating that energy and you vibrating on a higher frequency, Because it's like,
Right.
and then, you be careful of environments that you be in, what you put in your body and what you ingest daily. And then every day going to be the best day ever, But, yeah. Anything else y'all want to talk about?
I mean,
Your
yeah,
laugh
that's
is so
it. That's
funny.
it.
Wait. How do
Like-
you renew your mind? How do you wake up?
Well, to renew your mind, okay, for me,
uh.
okay, let's just say I came from very humble beginning. I wouldn't change that for the world. I came from very, very, very humble beginning. That's why I'm the most humblest I think of that. If I'm not, well, I could try to be. So
I mean, you talking about it don't make you humble.
yeah, okay, that's true. But being from situations where I've been, what I didn't have, but trying to sometimes experience that for yourself instead of going by other people's experience, that can also lead you into the structured, like, okay, oh, you're female, and when you're playing basketball, someone probably told you could be a model, and I would hate to believe that you even played basketball before, because how you generally, you look like a cover girl. You understand?
Like
She
a
also
what?
like a cover girl. Like
I don't
you,
like a basketball
like
player.
they'll be like, oh, don't
I
play
mean, but then-
basketball
no, but then that's
because
the- I
you
don't
might
like a
make it to be
basketball
in
player.
basketball. So
you give me
I
them
don't
vibes.
because I have on a dress.
Yeah.
No, I think even in your dress, I still think you look like a basketball
Alright
player.
then.
Like
Yeah.
when you said it, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised either when you first told
All
me.
right then.
I don't know.
No, but then
And
the thing about it,
she even the way she speaks even like screams, okay, I play a sport.
Yep.
yeah. But then
She can't beat me though. I just want to know.
You can't play- You can't play
I
ball
taller
though.
than you though.
That don't mean nothing.
There ain't gonna be no rules. Such thing as traveling because I can travel.
no, but I mean, her playing basketball probably made.
But I
her
mean,
look
you know what I mean,
another
like that.
cover
Like,
girl.
okay,
Yeah.
people be like,
It's different
I'll be like,
stereotypes.
I want to
Yeah.
be on the red carpet before I hit 30. Let's just
Yeah.
say, and then some of you be around somebody else, a circle of people, would be like, who you? Girl, let's go crazy. You say you can be on the who? Oh Lord! And you still toting water? Goodness gracious! But the minute you get there, then they be like,
I knew him.
I know you long time, and you know, and then but to me, I treat everyone the same. So
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
The next question is,
uh-huh.
how are we going to break these generational curses? Passing
Prayer and
from
supplication.
parents to parents. And this is a huge
You
question.
right now you're the parent. If you look at it like that,
Yeah.
now you're a young adult, and
Yeah.
all of us are young
Young
adults.
adults.
So it's up to you now to
Yes,
change
break
it.
that
'Cause
curse.
So
Break
it's
it.
and it'll not only take our generation, but your generation too to break what has been broken for so long. So the way how I fix in my generation right now, as in Kool-Aid's generation, is I'm doing it as I move on forward. So everything I do right now, fixing my generation with others who coming up, that to know that they could come to school and they could get into things and they won't need millions and billions of dollars to get up on an idea and do something. So to most people, all you need is a cell phone. Hey, I got a cell phone. I think I'm funny. Let me be funny with myself first before I can be funny with others. Because if I can be funny with myself and make myself laugh, what do you think about the multitude? Now, someone be like, your joke didn't make me laugh, but they're not the multitude. It's just one person.
I mean, but how we break generation curses is just the shift starts with us. We can't make the same mistakes that our
Yeah, that's
parents
it.
make.
Yeah.
That's just generally. So it's like, okay, even if
Darn parents.
yeah, so even if we came from
And
like
some of them still
fully
toxic, though.
complete homes, we can't be toxic.
That's all.
That's all. Like whatever you hate about what your grandparents and your parents made, you be the difference and change it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So with me, when I think something like generational wealth, what I often talk about on this podcast. All right, like one of my parents, most of their life they was working for somebody else, and I saw like in retirement, they didn't get the fruits of their labor fully. They only got crumbs from the pie. They didn't get the whole pie. So what I did, I was like on my own, make my own companies or whatever, and make a difference. So now when my children come along, That's all they know and they see. They don't know daddy for
Make them
for
investments.
working for somebody else.
Make them
They
investments.
see on this own thing, so I can own my own thing. And he thought like this about food and how to interact with people and different things like that. So you have to be the change. Because you can't make people change. You only can change what you can control.
Everything you do is an investment for yourself. Whether it be good, whether it be positive. So I try to stay more to the positive line, even though sometimes not everyone you're going to make happy, not everyone's going to be happy with what you are, who you are. But I try to find the best day out of every hour, of every minute for Kool-Aid.
Yep.
Even though
Right,
someone don't
so-
like it, that's me. That's like your name. Who don't like my name? At least I got to call it.
Yeah.
So I
It's
got to
what
see
it
it. It
is.
is what it is. So
Yeah.
it is what it is with generation right now, but I can still change with the generation that's coming because that coming from me, that coming from you, that coming from everybody else, you know, who's in our setting. So it'll take us to say, you know what, we have to be the next Lyndon Pinland for Nassau. We have to be the next Jackson Burnside. Or, you know what, we're going to be bigger than the next Lyndon Pinland. We're going to be 3 times better than the next Jackson Burnside because now we come with a plan.
You don't know that?
No, I listening.
Oh, you looking
Oh.
at me like
I thought you was
Like-
like, okay,
No,
Jackson
listen.
Burnside is an artist, being an artist, and
Yeah.
Lyndon Pinland is
no, but like it's up to us because we ready. The good thing will be the opportunity that we have is that we've seen people
everything
do.
we get faster now.
Yeah.
It ain't-
And then
we
we
don't
have
go-
we have our phones. We
Yeah, we-
you know how
we
much
faster.
information
Yeah.
we can at the
we have
touch
everything
of our
faster.
fingertips. So
we have
it's
a
like,
podcast, guys. We
we
don't
have
have
a
to use that
podcast.
mess. We don't have to use any.
we ain't even in the studio.
We're not in the studio,
None of
guys.
us are professional
But everything
journalists.
cool.
We're not
Still.
professionals
But
at this
everything's
at
still
all.
cool,
We're
though.
doing this by ourselves, you know, young.
Everything's still
Yeah,
cool. So
and everything cool.
everything cool. And over what network we on? We on ZNS.
Me on everything cool.
Why don't
Oh,
you say
which
that so
podcast?
low?
Oh,
We're
which podcast?
on everything cool.
Oh, which network?
Original People Network.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Let me add to that. Let me add to what. You want to say anything about that? About the question?
Uh-huh.
You know nothing to say about the question?
No, she said go ahead.
No? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I actually want to ask you that question because
Uh-huh.
I actually agree with y'all with what y'all said.
Mhm.
And to add on to it is that the first step to breaking the cycle is forgiveness.
Ah, there you go.
Forgiving, I mean, because obviously our parents didn't have like the exposure, the technology, all these different things. And
Yeah.
actually, people who come forward out now to talk about these things, they didn't
Yeah.
really have that. It was just like, okay, let's just sweep that to the side. We can talk about it.
I ain't never scared.
But now since like I feel like our generation and the last generation are the most, for me, the most talented, smart, gifted. Like it's so many things now that we have that we could like expose in a good way
Mm-hmm.
for other people. So, you know, I just feel like breaking the cycle. You know, it actually starts with us. You know, because
It's
we
just
have,
us.
we're-
It's just us.
we have this big stepping stone.
I agree with
Yeah.
that because for me personally, there were a lot of things, still a lot of things that I feel as though
Your parents could
my
do better.
parents could have did
I
differently.
feel that too.
And there was one particular conversation I had with my dad. Like this conversation got so into it, I had to pull over and stop driving to have this conversation because I was way too emotional to just keep driving. And I was still living in the States, so I was on a real big highway. Pull over, Brandy. So I pulled over and he, you know, allowed me to say everything I had to say. And at the end of the conversation, he was like, yo, like I'm truly sorry. And I'm just sitting there silent, waiting for him to finish because I've heard sorry before or whatever. And it's just like, I gave you what I had to give. I gave you what
All I,
I didn't get when I was growing up. So when I was growing up, I didn't get these certain things. So I told my wife when we got together, my kids are going to have this for sure. Forgetting that there were other things that my kids also probably needed too. So you are correct, and it begins with forgiveness, because if you can't forgive the fact that, okay, yes, they are your parents, but that does not mean that they're supposed to know everything and they're supposed to just get it right. If you can get past that, then it's easier for you to break the ties with growing your own kids or even mentoring a child growing up under you or anything. Like, it don't even have to be your kid. It could be a niece, your nephew, could be a cousin or something. Like, in order to break those ties, you do have to forgive.
I totally agree with that, because it's like, I feel like our generation has a lot of resentment towards our parents, because it's like certain things
it's showing too.
Like, it really is showing. That's why even though we rebelling, a lot of us are rebelling in a good way, to where it's like, okay, y'all ain't provide nothing like for us to come back home to. We can make it on our own.
Okay, I just want to say, after rebelling, bro, I grew up in a Christian house, even though I was kind of rebellious too. Children obey their parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor their father and their mother, for their days will be longer. So I just want to show out there. So I mean, I know kids gonna be probably trying to watch this. No, but I'm saying rebelling.
I
know we're a whole lot rebellious because of the mistakes they made and the things that they did. But at the end of the day, they still didn't have the technology we have right now, the things that we could make possible right now. So we only our ancestors, like further ahead, our great grandparents probably would have been rolling over backwards, because the kind of opportunities we have nowadays, they never had. The kind of things we could have do, they couldn't even do.
Yeah, but also,
we can't be a victim of. We can't be the victim of the past now, and we could be. We could possibly change our future and everybody else's future by just one, like you say, forgive, and then secondly, now after you forgive, the second thing is to work on solution.
No, but I agree with that. But I'm saying I'm identifying what is at hand.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna do that or whatever. Some people still blame it, and instead of taking that foot forward.
Oh, it's FNM, it's PLP. We're in the same house. We're in the one Bahamas.
No, but not even that.
The Bahamas,
not even that. You just can't say.
Yeah.
We got to do this. We got to do that without applying a solution. So I'm saying, hey,
somebody.
Even though we're in this, we feel this way, we're rebelling on what the status quo is, and then we form in fashion. This is all we always got to find the solution. We got to say, okay, this is the cards I've been dealt with, and with these cards, they will win the game. See what I'm saying? And we can't make excuses no more. When we start making excuses and start executing, that's when everything gonna change, or whatever. That's where I feel like. That's where in my life.
That's why I feel like we're talking too much on the television, on podcasts and stuff like that. And you know what? We don't need our mommy. We don't need our daddy. I guarantee we don't need our grandparents. If all the young generation, that's what I'm saying. Just the young generation come together and be like, you know what? This is how this is working right now.
I think that's what's happening.
So big up to Travis Robinson. That's his name. Yeah, Travis Robinson from Being Time. Yeah, he doing some things so they're as young and with a new mind, new sound. Even though he really ain't in the best seat ever, I think moving forward he could be the next Slim Pinlin. In the future, not now. You understand? Not now, but
I mean, we have other people besides him.
There's a whole lot of other people.
I mean, but like at the end of the day, it's like we just got to take that step forward.
Yeah.
And whatever we do, we got to be a blessing, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not bringing nobody down, too. I'm bringing anybody down. I just use him as one of the many great examples that we have here in the Bahamas, because we have a lot of great upcoming talent here that needs to be, not shining it just in the Bahamas, but internationally.
Okay, so question. Since we on the two-shot solution, right? Which is figuring out the problem and planning what you're going to do next. Jay-Z, y'all heard the rumor with Jay-Z? No? Y'all don't keep up with Jay-Z?
Hold on.
No?
Well,
we can have that conversation.
I mean, we can have it, but I think we got
kneeling thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jay-Z actually asked a couple artists not to perform at the Super Bowl just because they were trying to show
support,
and stuff like that.
Boycott the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. So, Jay-Z actually, he's in charge of the entertainment part of the NFL, and he's about to own an NFL team. So my question to you is Jay-Z wrong in that or is it
before you get into that, let's take a next short break.
Yeah.
When we about to dive into Aubrey's take.
Every time we have this question, break thing.
Well, we will be right back. So we're back,
Uh,
and Aubrey wants to, you know,
I don't get blocked.
only you get blocked.
Yeah.
it shows who is better.
That didn't hurt me.
Yeah, this
What
a
that mean? It
conversation.
shows who's.
Hold on.
Why you said that?
Aubrey, yeah,
Why you said that?
yeah.
No, he bothered if he blocked me. But you WhatsApp me on WhatsApp? He blocked me off Instagram, by the way.
All right.
What
So-
y'all do?
Huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back from the break. You know, we always have these between break discussions. But Aubrey, you could pick up from your last point
About Jay-Z.
about Jay-Z in the NFL.
Yeah, I know. I remember this time. We were talking about Jay-Z. Well, people look at. Well, let me just rephrase the question. The question was, Jay-Z. This is last year. This happened last year.
Yeah, he told Travis
following-
Scott not to perform
Yeah.
at the Super Bowl last year.
He told all of the black artists not to perform at the Super Bowl in support of Colin.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now he's
recently
supporting him.
now, you can't look at it as supporting.
Oh, he did
So,
a business deal with the NFL.
We don't know.
No, that's what
But
it
this
is.
is the question. The question is,
Uh-huh.
what Jay-Z is doing now, is it a solution or is it a solution to help like
I
the
mean,
problem, or
I
is
don't
it
know.
just
It's a trickle
business for
down.
him?
it's a trickle down effect because it's business for him, and from his standpoint, and maybe with standpoint, you gotta have a seat at the table to impact change, and that's what a lot of politicians here feel. Like, you know, the whoever you want to call feel like they have to be in politics to make a change, but it's not the only solution. There's many solutions, and he's just tackling one. That's my point from it.
Yeah, I don't watch
Well, then
football. So.
I don't-
situation was?
It's a business move, of course, but it's like, okay, having a seat at the
okay.
table.
So what was the move he made by telling other artists, don't perform?
Well, he wasn't getting money. See, things.
Nobody gonna ask him to perform.
Randy, you know about this stuff?
No, I don't think she.
I know about the story. I'm just not big.
I
on
know, but
celebrities,
I've
so-
heard about the story. But I mean, like this whole thing that's going on right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah.
happening.
Okay, him telling the artist not to perform, that was his stance at the time. But until
That was his stance.
Hold up. So
or-
what you trying to get is like, okay, so they was trying to boycott.
okay, they
Yeah.
boycott the NFL,
Uh-huh.
and then Jay-Z made a deal with the NFL that he was boycott.
This just happened like I think
This just
week.
happened within
Hold
the
up, he
last
made a
week.
deal to say that he boycotting.
No, he made a deal to partner with the NFL with their social reform as well as manage the entertainment aspect as well as I think player.
So he gone from boycotting to actually being a part of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she's asking, because you could
You know
put
ABBA?
that at home.
Y'all know ABBA?
Yeah.
Money, money, money.
Yeah.
Is it funny?
That's
In
what
a
I
rich
think it's
man's
about
world.
too.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like it's everything is business and stuff.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
well, a lot of things is business.
endorsements and
But
stuff
like
like
I
that.
said
so.
that because you said
I mean, I can't blame him for what he's doing because the choices he's probably making is keep him sitting to the seat where he's sitting right now. But I mean, everything of a backfiring effect. Like for me, if you saw Kool-Aid drinking a Coke 45, walking down Dalzell Street, 2:00 in the morning, and the lady happens just to be like, "Hey Kool-Aid, how you doing?" And there was a flat tire. I just was walking home. And someone sees that, they were gonna be like, "Oh, Kool-Aid was actually around Dalzell Street buying something. I saw him with a lady." When it just I
Perception.
passed him. So perception could be a whole lot,
Mhm.
thing too. So
Yeah.
I know he owned that was baseball.
No, he owns a sports management company.
yeah, but
like he
I
manages
didn't he own like a baseball. Team?
No, he used to own the Nets, had a
Yeah.
minority share, and he sold the share
Yeah, so
because it was a
I mean, I
conflict.
don't follow.
Mother
I
flip.
saw that.
Whatever.
But I look
Oh,
like
I look
cat,
like
but
cat.
that was a rat.
I did not see it.
Anyway,
Mhm.
this
The
has
Wild
been
Wild
a very,
West.
a very adventurous podcast.
Yeah.
I would like to thank Brandy as well as Aubrey and Kool-Aid for joining us. Oh, by the way, all these people you see will be reoccurring on different episodes. I know I've been solo man for a minute, but we about to get everything in the thick and
Y'all
nice
been
of
looking
it.
for Kool-Aid. Hey, don't worry. I be out y'all.
So, any final words?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I am Bree. A gal from off the island.
A gal from off the island.
Island gal breed.
That's what you said.
to say that.
Island gal breed.
Breed.
Don't not forget the hashtag
Like
Kool-Aid. Let's look out for me. Look out for me, guys. Going to hit the vlogging.
Yeah, Kool-Aid about to launch his first YouTube channel soon.
Yeah, so look out.
Yeah.
About to take it over.
Randy,
100 million
final words?
views.
I don't have a cool saying or slogan like Bree, but next
Just drink
time I'll
brandy.
definitely have one.
Yes, you
so-
did. Yes, you did.
Don't drink water,
Yeah, the
no
brandy
soda,
thing.
just drink brandy.
No, man. She was like, hey, it's brandy, man. Better than
What?
can't have it better than brandy.
Did I say that?
You can shout out Tasties.
Well, anyway,
Tasty
like
Caribbean.
he said earlier, we're in Tasty Caribbean Delight, Fate Avenue North.
Uh-huh.
Come and get some food.
Wait, the food just smells so good. The food ready, finished cooking. I still can smell the food. That's why I hold in my stomach and moving back and forth.
Trust
And-
me, I'm not telling you
Yeah.
it's good because it's my mom. It's actually pretty good food.
Yeah.
I come and I buy food. That's how good it is.
And she can get it for free.
Today is Sunday, so you know what? Let's get a free plate today.
So, thank y'all for joining us on another Everything Cool. We feel like, I hope that this podcast, brightens your day, impacts you in a very edifying way.
Oh,
And,
the shout out,
Shout out? What shout out?
miss.
Oh, shout out to the Miss Bahamas Universe contestants. By the time this comes out,
Bam, bam, no today. Love all y'all. Once again, a big shout out. I did not forget. I almost forgot.
I just
But
want
a
to
shout
know
out.
who win. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
by the time this comes out,
But time when this comes out, today is the day of the whole event. It's
Yeah.
going to be happening
Congratulations.
next few
Yeah.
minutes.
But we want y'all,
So,
if whoever
yeah.
wins, we want you on Everything Cool.
Yeah, we
Aubrey
would love
got
you
some
guys to come
questions
on.
for you.
Everything Cool. So keep looking.
Randy got some questions for you, and Kool-Aid just want
We want the whole team. We want all y'all to come on. We want all
Yeah.
y'all to come on. Yeah.
So yeah, see, peace, love, and tranquility. We can
Hold
see
on,
you
wait.
next.
We gotta
What?
we gotta outro blessings.
Outro blessing.
Yeah.
Mommy, you can put that in at the end.
What you
You're
gonna
supposed to have the candle and blow the candle, like best wishes and blessings and stuff like
I
that.
don't know what outro blessings.
put? No, just
Be
outro.
blessed.
That's it.
Let me finish, Mom.
Oh, okay.
You see what I said to put up with?
Okay.
Be blessed. This is the benediction. Be blessed. When the sun rises and you are alive to see it, be blessed. When you go on that road, be blessed.
Just the kind of talking all this stuff like. I
When you
hate when
laying
they
out-
start talking
well,
to me.
when you laying down late at night and you saying, "But today was hard, but I still alive. I made it." You are blessed. Be blessed.
Don't stress.
I
Don't
take this from
stress.
Zadness. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes better and your better
Better
becomes best.
Amen. 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 That's everything cool. Hopefully, I don't get no more interruptions without closing the show out. It's been a good one. Peace, love. Yeah, yeah. see?
Kool-Aid, woo!
Uh-huh.